Hello, and it's Lobby 3 time. It's Lobby 3 time, EPIC47. And we've got Mo, we've got Luna, we've got a lower-ish skill lobby this time, but these guys are still looking to qualify. Luna I know as another one of the 5-digit scene players, but Mo you may recognize more for his maps. I think so too. Yeah, the one after this has 8, so that should be good. Indeed. Yeah, no, it's definitely versus. Yeah, definitely. No, these guys vying to qualify. I'm looking forward to seeing Mo play, in all honesty, because he has been a mapper for the longest time. He has made like instructional videos. He is one of the longer serving, like, I guess British mappers in the scene. You'll recognize the name on, what are the sets like? You know, I can't name the sets off the top of my head. I can picture them. You know when you can picture them? Shame. That's annoying. Yeah. The patterns as well. Mo maps are very recognizable. You know it's a Mo map. Because he does something cool usually. But here we go. It's time to play. It's time to see what you're made of outside of the editor, buddy. Luna, though, on the other side, vying to qualify. And if they do anywhere near as well as Wiggler and Umarov, it is going to look very good for them, I feel.
Yeah, and then Nomad 1. What map to start off on? This is just raw mechanics. Aim test.
It's looking good so far for both of these guys, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Mo has lost quite a bit of accuracy, but I mean, you can build it up over the course of the map. Does eventually miss, but it's very early days.
Early days indeed. The shaky, snappy aim from Luna. Carrying through, though. This is a fairly easy map to get a higher accuracy on. It is basic. The patterns are basic. The tapping is basic. It's all on how well you can aim. That also means the score is generally higher on something like this.
And that's actually very interesting what Luna's pointed out there. I mean, this is the very first map of qualifiers, and you've already got the shakes.
Ah, but is it the shakes because it's the first map of qualifiers? You know, the first map nerves, the first round jitters.
Once
it's like, you've just gotten into it. How are we feeling? We want to be feeling well, right? We want to be playing well. But ease into it. You've got a long qualifiers to go. There's another 45 minutes left. We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah. 4 no mods. 2 maps for every other mod slot. That makes for 10 maps in total. And Luna is still holding on to... Never mind. Does eventually miss,
you need to stop saying names. See, at least I let them miss before I say their name, right?
What was that, like the 3rd or 4th time already? What is going on?
I'm banning you from doing play-by-play, okay? The map does pick up, though, at that point, and it's a fair place to miss.
Yeah.
It's a very sporadic map, this one.
Yeah, and Luna's already built up that combo, right? We get 1 miss at the very start of the Ki. Okay, it does miss at the very end again, but you're still only on 2 misses from 1 Ki, 99.4% accuracy. This is probably still around maybe 2 100s. Your accuracy is very commendable, but still with half the map left to go, you really need to work up that combo. 300k halfway through. If you FC the rest, you could be looking at 700, but not if you miss.
Not if you miss there.
And Mo, I mean, still trying to put up a fight. Does find a few misses here, but these, as the map progresses, the jumps get a lot more spaced. And these triples as well. Luna's accuracy, man, still 99.4%, is not letting go of that whatsoever. He's been hovering around that for the entire map. Mo, I mean, the accuracy is a lot lower, right? But he's still trying to build up that combo, and yeah, that very last pattern of the Ki.
He's doing well,
pretty messed
considering
up.
Mo is around about 80k right now.
Yeah.
He spends most of his time making the maps rather than playing the maps. He still has a good grasp on what to do when you see circles. You click them, right? You click them.
Yeah, and it does seem like it's very minor, very small misaims that Mo is really struggling on right now. But ultimately, Nomad 1, maybe it's not your kind of map, right? Some people just aren't really good at that pure aim aspect.
And this would have been a higher star rating back when it was made and ranked. This sort of thing has come down in star rating since, but not in difficulty, in all honesty. This is still a test of your general consistency, of your nerve control. 450, 460k now banked by Lunar.
Yeah. And I mean, they were just unfortunate misses, right? Luna didn't have a high miss comp, but it was just not being able to get that combo.
Exactly.
Had one good combo at the start, but just not able to build that back up. And ultimately does not even get above 500k when, you know, we thought maybe 700k would be doable, but
And there's the
that's just how it works.
The accuracy too, 3 100s, 350s, 2 misses. It is easy to score high on this in terms of accuracy, but it is, as I said, it's the combo.
Yes.
Now,
and Nomad 2 is quite a big contrast.
big contrast. Now we go to tapping. There is still aim requirement, as there is in any Osu map. There is still aim requirement. But this is much more on your mechanical tapping ability. And this is just how inexperienced Mo is with the game in general. He forgot there's a ready button in multiplayer. So with that as context...
This guy, yeah,
With that as context...
doesn't play tournaments. Doesn't play
doesn't play
multis.
the game.
Doesn't play the game at all, yeah. Oh, he's got the red highlight in his name.
Yep.
He's NAT.
He is NAT.
Well, there you go.
He's the nomination assessment team. So you will see multiple members of staff. Crom in the last lobby was
GMT.
green, so was in the global moderation team. He's responsible for making sure everyone behaves themselves in all of the many text chats in Osu, and on the forums, and on the website, etc., etc. Mo, on the other hand, with the red name, is nomination assessment. Most of these maps you're seeing played are ranked. They have leaderboards. That means you can get performance from them, you can compete for leaderboard spots on them, but they need to be nominated to the ranked section. And that's where Mo comes in. He judges whether those nominations from other members of the community are just or not, are well placed on maps that deserve to be in the ranked section.
And they can also do nominations themselves.
They,
right?
yes, they
Yeah.
can. They're a higher form of
Yeah.
the role that gives power to nominate maps
Yes.
to the ranked section.
Mo actually the one with the much higher combo there.
Was.
Accuracy still quite a bit of a struggle, but I think we can clearly see tapping is in Mo's wheelhouse. Mo is, I think, a lot more comfortable on the tapping style maps, whereas Lunar, even though there is the shake there in the aim, it is much more consistent on those patterns, and I think that is probably going to help him a lot, especially in the qualifiers pool, whereas I know in the bracket, tapping does play much a bigger factor.
You still have to tap your way through these streams.
Of course.
But yes, they're stacked. That was one of the most spaced streams in the map, and even that, the circles were half overlapping. It's not too bad. Mechanically, the jumps are harder. The aim in between these patterns, those slider jumps, present real difficulty to these guys, and Luna comboing through them. Mo finding a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and this is a weird one, right? Because Mo, it's not like they're consistently tapping late or early, right? They're just inconsistently tapping.
Yeah.
Their aim is, like, fine. They are getting combo. They are just not able to build up that accuracy, and we've seen time and time again already that accuracy is, you know, a big factor. And to be at 77% with, I think he's still got a low miss count.
6-digit score. Let's go. Oh no! Don't lose it. No! Don't. Ooh. Ah! Ooh. Oh!
No, the spinner. Yeah.
So close.
Okay.
Nicely done, Mo.
But very good job from Lunar, though. Building up that combo towards the very end there. 862, almost 4-digit combo. On a Nomad too, I was saying Mo maybe is a lot better on the tapping side of things, but Lunar's saying otherwise. I think they're...
Yeah, Luna is one of the few, I think, as far as I'm aware, one of the few 5 digits that can tap. I think was made into a 4-digit by the recent performance rework. So one of maybe 2 players who could tap that then weren't now allowed on the team. So, yeah, jumps in my stream map.
Weren't allowed on the team. Do you mean for 5?
Because they're out of the rank range, yeah. Because they're now 4-digit.
For 5-digit World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Would you say they're a sandbagger, or they just don't farm?
A lot of the guys in 5-digit tournaments are sandbaggers.
Yeah.
So they will be better than their rank.
Yep.
But a ranking system is only as good as its participation rate. If nobody plays it, then the ranking system is essentially useless.
Yeah. But then why have these rank range tournaments in the first place?
Can I say this? So people can feel good about themselves in a lower rank range? Because to be fair, if these guys entered an open rank tournament, they would be stomped.
Yeah.
And if these guys entered a 4-digit tournament, they'd keep up, but there would still be a level disparity. So that's why the 5-digit scene exists.
Yep.
It's like each scene is a tier below, with a tier below of expectations on them.
Yeah.
But there is still the ability to compare in between those players at 5-digit. It's like, go on, you're laughing.
I was just gonna say, I think maybe we should not talk about it. It is a bit controversial, you know.
What do we mean controversial?
Well, there's probably a lot of 5-digits who would want to get the chance to get a profile badge, for example, because these tournaments do get badged.
They do.
And
they do offer profile badges, a surprise.
And that's supposed to be some sort of like superiority, right? Like if you have a badge, you are a good player, right? It's a sign of skill.
Depends on how it's seen a lot of the time.
But I think they're starting to become undervalued. They're given out a lot more easily, and
you say starting to, but it has been the case for a long
time.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, just look at the amount of profile badges on my user page that are from UK tournaments. Like, do they maintain their value just because I played so many UK tournaments that other people weren't entering? Like,
back when the only badge you ever cared about was a World Cup badge.
Exactly.
Okay, we've kind of just like skipped over this entire map. Luna has been popping off, by the way. 600k score, still a quarter map left to go with combo. Look at how fast that score is increasing, by the way.
So here's where we come back and we think about technical ability, and we think about a wide skill base for players. Malteser, high rank 100.
Yep.
But to get there, you have to hard focus one skill set. Reimu, rank 200. But to get there, you have to hard focus one skill set.
Did Malteser get lower score than that?
Yes, absolutely. So here is where the wider skill-based players are starting to show their stuff, starting to seed above the higher-ranked players.
Yes.
In a tournament setting.
And speaking of, Hidden. Right, this is a huge shift from the Nomad. A lot more to learn, a lot more to remember.
We're not quite there yet. We're not quite there. We have Nomad 4 first.
Oh, so I saw lit up red, so I just assumed that, okay. Next map.
Next map.
I'm getting too ahead of myself. Yes, Nomad 4.
We'll get to the Hidden later.
We'll get to Hidden later. But Nomad 4 is arguably a lot more complicated than Nomad 3.
So this is higher overall difficulty, which means the timing on your tapping has to be more precise. This has a lot of slider aim. This has a lot of jump scare patterns like slider streams, like the buzz sliders in the middle of this.
Yep.
People are not liking this. From what I'm hearing, people are not liking this map.
Slider aim's hard.
But it's doing its job. Because the better players are scoring high on it.
Yeah, it's about finding that balance, right? If you just did all Nomad 1s, just aim, then, especially in this Nomad 1 case, the average score is going to be really high.
Just remember, right, these players are seeded on the percentage of the maximum score achieved. So if one player achieves a 900k on this, 900,000 points, and that is the highest score we see, Every other player is rated based on the percentage they got of that 900k.
Yep.
Which means the 1 million on No Mod 1 may be easier to achieve a higher score on that, but you're still rated on the percentage of that maximum score that someone got.
So essentially, if a bunch of people get 1 mil on the 1 and someone gets 900k, they're not losing as much as if you got 400k.
Exactly.
Then that's a huge loss.
Exactly.
Whereas if everyone got 400k on this and you get 300k, it's the same thing. You're not losing as much.
Exactly.
One person gets 1 mil, suddenly your score gets tanked.
Yes. And this is where all of the top players will be showing themselves. All of the consistency goes into something like this, and just remaining cerebral enough. This is, I would say, the second reading map in the pool. You have to be switched on all the way through it. You cannot lose focus for even half a second. Or else the slider streams will get you. The buzz sliders will get you. Luna is down. Mo is down. The slider tick is missed. And it all falls apart just in an instant. If you lose that focus, this is the real consistency test of the map pool. You could argue the whole map pool is a consistency test, sure.
So actually, going back to that then, about the percentage of score, is that also how your worst map is calculated?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so it's not just score. It's not just your lowest score gets removed. It's including the percentage.
It's the lowest score by percentage.
Yes, okay.
Yes. So, for example, if someone gets 400k on the Hidden 2, and that's the highest score ever achieved, suddenly a 300k on Hidden 2 is nowhere near as bad as a 400k would be compared to a 1 million on No Mod 1.
Yep.
Suddenly that score is way worse in terms of the percentage that you achieved.
So even though your Hidden 2 has less score, your No Mod 1 will be removed instead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or your DT, or your whatever. Something else. Goodness me, as 187k on this, it's either this map or the Hidden 2 that gets removed, I think, from most players.
That would be very unsurprising, yeah. Mo with the maybe 50k? I mean, it's the slow section, should be able to get that nice and easily. There is a spinner, right? So
there is a spinner.
Well, there you go, yeah.
I think. There it is. Nice one. 220k by Luna. A fair showing on a map like this. It is very easy to just find mistakes here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, and that's crazy, right? 12 misses. I know there's a lot of slider breaks, right? But just 12 misses, 57k.
Yep.
That's not a high miscount.
Yeah. Not a lot in it there.
Shows the impact, especially on a map with not many notes. Every miss counts.
Indeed. Now we're on to Hidden. Now you can talk about the Hidden. Fire away, Nate. Fire away.
Hidden, totally different skill set in comparison to No Mod. First of all, yes, you need to remember the notes. There's no hit circle. Is that the right word?
Yeah, approach circle.
Approach circle.
But there is also no hit circle because it
fades out. Yeah. No, there's no approach circle. And yes, players need to... I would imagine probably both players can do it okay. But it is a totally different ballpark.
Now the long day commences, says Luna, but this is going to be Mo's playground. He's been saying the entire time he's not used to the approach circles. Because this can be a preference mod.
Yep.
Some people play only Hidden, never take it off. So this might be Mo's playground.
Masochist.
I mean, to each their own. You know what I mean? To each their own. I'm not going to judge. I don't do it myself.
Yeah. Just like some people play only halftime.
I've never seen that before. I'm gonna be honest. You're just making up people.
I'm not.
We're strawmanning now.
I could name names.
Name the names.
I don't. No. I can. I just don't want to.
Yeah. Sure, buddy. Yeah, Luna finding a few issues here. But I think everyone has on this map. It's difficult to play if you're not well versed in Hidden already. This adds mechanics to stack reading, to rhythmic reading.
Yeah, and I think Air 9.5 is comfortable enough that even if you don't play Hidden, it's still okay. Like, you're not going to do too great on it, but it's still high enough that you can still get a decent score, right? But yeah, do not overcomplicate these
timing of the
sliders.
movement. There goes Luna's combo. 95% 200k. Here's the snap aim at the end. You have to hold yourself around these very flowery, very aesthetically pleasing streams and then snap away to the next slider. Finding a lot of trouble with it, both players in this lobby. Down to 92% is Luna. But able to keep going, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, Mo building up that score now. All approaching 100k. Does miss right at the very end of that section, but this is now the closing part of the map. Luna trying to build up that combo. Approaching 300k. But these patterns are so tricky, right? It's just non-stop. These sliders are so awkward.
It does surge at the end. The mechanical skill surges a lot. All of the spacing of the snaps, the doubles, gets way further apart.
You win.
320k for Luna is good. 100k for Mo is good. Considering the rank and considering the rust and all that goes with it, these are some good scores. They're going to place nicely.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes when playing a tournament, right? It's not just you turn on your PC, you play the game as you normally would, right? Especially the LAN setting. There's so much that goes on.
Now, Hidden 2. Mo says, very happy, very fine with Hidden. But is he good? Is he very happy, very fine with Hidden 2? The AR8, it is a smaller circle size as well. People are calling this the free mod 2, but you know what? It's not, because you're not allowed to play Hard Rock on it. you have to play Hidden on it, so it's the Hidden 2.
At Hidden 2, right, physicality-wise, much easier.
Much easier.
It's really just a difficulty of AR8 plus Hidden.
Yes, exactly. Mechanically, this is the easiest map in the pool. If all were the same, if it was the same approach rate, if it was the same overall difficulty, this would be the easiest thing to play. But it is the pattern reading and the ability to execute and plan out what you're going to do and hold that plan in your head. And then as you're taking in more information, be executing that with your hand. This is very similar to what Mo usually maps, it has to be said. Very symmetrical, very well patterned, aesthetically pleasing. Makes a lot of sense. So, finds a small issue, but he's doing so much better on this so far.
Yeah,
there
way
goes
better.
Luna. The stack reading, catching the combo, taking it away. Mo's doing really well. He's at 100k already. This is his comfort.
I was going to say, maybe it is a physicality thing for Mo, struggling on the other maps because it's maybe just a little bit too fast, whereas this, being much less physical, and as you said, he's been saying that, you know, Hidden is where he's at right now.
You do also get the mapper buff. Oh, good grief. Oh, goodness. Oh, Luna! The near miss on the end of that stream. I think it was the slider. It was the only thing that was missed on that. Nobody's hit that yet.
Yeah, Mo missing the entire stream as well. That was just... I mean, with low AR Hidden, if you miss one note, you're just... I think you're gone there.
It's a long day. It's a long day on Hidden. Oh, the stacks. Not moving off that buzz slider too soon, which is nice to see. The patience is there.
Yeah, with the corner map remaining, there's not really much combo to go off. Mo did have 190, but does
really well.
lose it. And look at the score difference. I mean, this is as close as it has been, I think, so far.
Nice one. Really nice showing from Mo. And the ending flourish. Don't lose the accuracy. Don't tap that last note too soon. Everyone has been so far today.
Yeah. It's very hard to time. Just one note in the middle of your screen that is not timed with the rest of the notes. Sectioned off on its own.
Patience is a virtue. You know what I mean? Patience is a virtue.
You know what else is a virtue? The Hard Rock 1 pool.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say I put this in just for you, but I did see this, and I remembered you saying you liked this song. And
back when I was playing Taiko.
it
right?
influenced me. It shouldn't have done.
It should. I think it was a good decision. I think that was a good influence, and I'm happy from the
you
pool.
would.
And I think
you would, wouldn't you?
I think a lot of people are happy from the pool too.
No,
Don't be so hard on yourself.
No.
It
needed a flowing song enjoyer. Yeah,
song
well,
enjoyer.
LAN enjoyer. Okay, we're at LAN. Anyway, this is Hard Rock, so the map stats are wrong. It's actually approach rate 10, OD 10, so it's harder to act. The notes appear very quickly when compared with that last map, the Hidden 2. That was AR8. If you want to put some numbers to the arbitrary numbers, 750 milliseconds. So nearly a full second you're having to read into the future on AR8.
Yeah.
On AR10, it's 450 milliseconds.
Yes.
So it's half a second. You're given half a second to react and make your plans on what to do with these circles.
And assuming, like, let's say average reaction time 170, whatever.
Yeah,
then you're only given about 200, just over 200 ms to actually make that decision where to move your cursor, how to move your cursor. Right? It's not just a case of move notes. You have to plan your moves, as you said. And that's only AR10. Right, we're not even getting into DT yet, where you have significantly less time, where values actually go above the 10 cap. And that's something I was going to point out. Why in Hard Rock do these values not change on the bottom? But on DT
I'm actually not sure. That's something I'm not sure. That's something that you would have to, like, give Peppy a message about. Fixed in, or whatever. Shut up.
Yep. Everything's fixed in laser.
Everything, yes. Laser's such a good client, bro. Yes, hear me out. No, but can we talk about how good the OSU Laser client is and how it fixes every issue everyone's ever had with OSU Stable?
Look at Lunar, though. Never mind. I think
we're saying names, man.
Right. We'll just pretend like it didn't happen, okay? Lunar, I think, also has put in plenty of time into this map, okay? They're also a song enjoyer.
That's your fault.
It's not my fault.
It's your fault. You made them miss.
Okay, right.
Stop saying names.
Okay, I'll take responsibility if they won this. But we'll see. We'll see.
Ooh, the hundreds. They're rushed, though. No, dragging a little bit even. Just making sure their cursor's over the note to click it. Oh, well, of course, right? Combo is king. Combo is what drives score.
Yes.
So if you are aiming a little bit slower just to make sure that you're aiming correctly, that's all good. It's all fine. You sacrifice the accuracy for the payoff of the exponential score. So doing well, carrying a combo now into the slowdown before the last chorus. Not caught by the slow slider. Does catch players out.
Yeah, but the last section is so much more space in comparison to the rest of the map. The jumps get bigger. There's even a few spacey streams in the mix. They're not really streams, but they're notes in between
the linears.
Streams. And Lunar hits it.
Not caught by the repeats either, and into the final chorus. This is where the difficulty starts to peak. Mo starting to find a lot of trouble here. And there goes Luna as well. It's unfortunate, but a 400k, and remember I was saying I'm going to wager a 400k average is what you're going to need to qualify. We're hovering just around that line.
And I think this is one of those times where it really is that miss towards the very start that costs you a lot of score, right? With combo being so important, if that one miss didn't happen, that very well could have been 600k.
You're starting to get the standard scoring system. You're starting to get it.
I'm starting to get it. I think all you gotta do is you just gotta play it.
All you gotta do is not miss.
Yeah, not miss. And act. But act less important. But still important.
419k chalked up on the board, banked, and moving into Hard Rock 2. The circles shrink again, but the map gets a little bit slower to compensate. You get more time in between the notes, making sure your cursor's moving in the right direction, tapping at the right time. This is EOS. Has to be said, These are all featured artists, so everything here is all licensed by the game, sought out by the game.
Ginkiha. That's a very interesting name, no?
Yeah.
Ginkiha. This is like one of those artists where I feel like you only know them for this song. This is a very popular song,
It's
right?
very popular. A lot of these songs in this map pool are very popular songs. And again, song enjoyer. That's partially why they were picked. Like Rohi, you would only know from Kakusetsu Thanatos.
Well, no, Rohi's quite popular.
Well,
I'm not
yeah,
saying
yeah,
I
but
know like all their songs, but I know they're popular.
that wide variety of genre, the large amount of representation of many different musical styles is just what makes OC unique, honestly.
Yeah.
Love it to
For
pieces.
sure.
Luna, a small amount of trouble at the beginning of that. Ooh, and misses again. Small circles on LAN. I was having a chat with Listia recently. We were talking about what precision actually does. And it doesn't change a map. Not until you get around about CS 7.5 onwards. Until then, it just makes you have to be more consistent to play it.
You have to be more precise.
Exactly. It's OC1 strict
Precision.
mode.
Yeah.
You have to be more strict with your movement and your tapping. But ultimately, it doesn't change what a map is. So, there is a lot of aim here. There is a lot of mild flow aim on that stream that burst, hit by both players. But you have to be relaxed, consistent. And on LAN, consistency is really difficult to come by. Oh, Mo!
Like, Mo, if you didn't know how many times he's missed, what would you say his miss count is right now? Based on his accuracy.
Oh, I have no clue, dude.
I'm
15?
pretty sure he's on like 5 misses.
16 misses now, 17,
Okay,
18,
well, it's going up,
but
But
19.
he seems like such an anomaly because
Oh,
his
21.
100 count, 50 count, he's hitting such bad judgments, but he is still getting some combo.
Does kind of show you accuracy is important. Just being able to hit the circles is one thing, but hitting them accurately is the real importance. Another miss
This
for
guy doesn't
Luna,
believe in
not
rhythm.
quite able to get the eye in on this land setup. Over aim. It's there well enough to get a 400k, and a 400k means you can play it competently. Any other day, maybe you could have FC'd, but today just wasn't that day.
Yeah, and we'll find quite a lot more misses towards the end there as well. The ending's difficult.
The ending
The
is
ending's
difficult.
hard. But Luna does secure that 400k.
The spacing on the flow aim does pick up into
Damn,
the
Lotus.
ending. Nice one, 97%. 3-2-1 combo.
The HP graph on Mo.
Oh yeah.
Even
So
though it's just accuracy.
HP in tournaments does not matter. You cannot fail.
Yeah.
In fact, every map is played with no fail. The mod that means you can't fail. But it is funny to look at sometimes. It does show a fair representation of how well the map was going at any one time.
Yeah. And also importantly, accuracy does not gain HP as much as a perfect, right? So if you get 100, you gain less.
Yes,
Get 50,
that's it,
you gain
that's it.
less. A miss, you lose, obviously.
Here we go. DT1. We're heading into the highest approach rate map. These come at you within 400 milliseconds. Since Aeon 9 is 600, and then obviously divide that by 1.5 because it's 1.5 times faster. So there's even more challenge on that look-do latency, on the ability to react and make correct judgments quickly.
Yeah, that's actually
Mo,
something.
this, yeah, well, we know which score Mo is getting removed.
Gamma problem.
I suppose the thing about being a mapper is you test your maps fairly often, but when testing them, you will never test them with DT. We can't see the game.
Yeah, I mean, you can just kind of... I mean, Mo is, I think, very close to being able to do it.
No,
They're just like...
is following the circles,
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
cannot make it in time
Yeah, exactly.
to any of them.
Exactly.
This 10.3 comfort test, because it is present in every map in the bracket pool. Remember, these players know the bracket pool already. These players know what they have waiting for them if they qualify.
You'd hope.
You would hope, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, well...
Some people might just play qualifiers, not expect to qualify. Qualify, like, oh, okay, well, I need to play the bracket pool now.
Yeah. Now what? But this is going to be a very important map. Both for research going into bracket and seeding people as well, because that was a nice section hit by Luna. The speed is not to be trifled with there. Consistent triples into a burst and a slow slider. Oh, but a miss on the jump.
But does
Drops
secure
on
the
the aim.
40K.
Looking forward to what they do on DT2 now then. If they have the tapping prowess to play this comfortably, DT2 might be their best score in the map. And with the land nerfs pretty much gone now at the end of the lobby, we could see a good performance on their main skill set, as long as they're not too mad about maybe what's been going on. Because, you know, having to sit through an entire pool of not your main skill set before you get to your main skill set, it can grate on the mindset a little bit.
Does she say lights it up at the end of the song?
Light
it up.
Maybe?
Camellia reference? Not too sure. 4 miss, though, from Lunar.
Probably? I'm not sure. It's not like I was thinking about what the singer was saying when I was pulling the map.
Yeah, no, I just
pulled the map.
started hearing it, like, wait a sec. Is that what she's saying? But yes, DT2, the very last map in the map pool.
These doubles are so cruel. Well,
Yes, they are.
that's why I pulled them.
I think this is also a map, though. Once you figure out the doubles,
Yes.
you've unlocked it.
Yes, you can't. It's very difficult to miss on the doubles unless you get jump scared by them.
Yeah.
Especially with the OD 7.2. This goes to OD 9. So you have a large room for error on this in terms of the tapping accuracy. We'll see if these guys take advantage of it.
This is one you'll get to see right away. This is, yeah, one we
Ready?
can kind of predict.
There's one
Okay.
set.
Yep.
Seemingly handled well by Luna. Yeah, the DT pool is not Mo's forte, I fear. Or he misread that. He went to the wrong circles.
You know, DT, where after DT is less than AR10, is kind of daunting in a way because you kind of expect it to be faster.
It's very dense, yeah.
Yeah.
There are just more circles on the screen.
Yep.
Higher BPM, lower approach rate, more circles. You have to pick your way through them in the correct order, tap them in the correct accuracy. Here's the next set of doubles. Are we ready?
Nice.
Hit! Nice one, comboed through. And of course, those doubles, you have to be very relaxed to hit them. You have to be ready for them. Third set. Ooh, near miss!
Okay. Yeah, that
But
one
still
note
hit.
right after the slider. I feel like it'd be very scary, but Lunar now in the slower section of the map with still that combo. Gets a 50 on that, very close to missing right
Ooh.
before the break.
Points it out as well, conscious of it. And that's the thing, being in a tournament situation, you have to be conscious. Can't really play on autopilot anymore. Here's the solo. Doubles,
streams.
bursts, finger control. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Hold all of the sliders.
Okay, Lunar hits it.
Nice
All right,
one.
last quarter of the map. We're now at 700,000 score. This might be Lunar's best score by far, I think.
That's exactly what I was saying. It can be exhausting waiting for the best map in the pool. You know your best map in the pool. So then when it comes along, the nerve spike, the adrenaline hits, but handling it well. Bursts, no problem. Doubles coming up. Last set.
Hits
Yes, nice one. Just has to hold through to the ending now.
it. This is where nerves are at their highest.
Doubles, hits.
An FC!
Yes!
There we go. That's the highest score we've seen.
That is the highest score we've seen.
1.1 mil. Is that the first FC too?
That's the first FC in the lobby, I'm pretty sure. Very well done. 1.1 million.
Very
and
good
the explanation for that, of course, is modifiers have multipliers. So you get a little bit of extra score from them. They are normalized for in the qualifiers results. However, they are still modifiers. They still multiply your score by a little bit, as it would appear on a leaderboard. Nice FC. Brilliant way to end off that qualifiers lobby.
I think that one FC alone is going to bump up their stats. Like
Oh, absolutely, definitely. And it's going to make it more difficult for people to score highly on that map as well. Is the thing about that, right? Because it's the percentage of the maximum, you have to now try and get as high up towards that score as you can, or else your score on that map might be cancelled out, removed.
Exactly. And that's kind of scary, right? Because Mo had 40k.
Yep.
So from 40k to 1.1 mil, and especially they're the only two players in that lobby, right? So to have such the big difference, Mo...
It just goes to show that each qualifiers map serves a purpose. And the purpose of that one is for Luna to get an FC.
Exactly. But that's going to do it for this
lobby.
That
will be it, yes. We have another one coming in 20 minutes' time. One every hour for another couple of hours. And then a fairly long break for everyone to get some rest. Last one at 9 p.m.
Yes.
Then we'll be able to see who's against who. What we've got in store for us tomorrow.
In the bracket
for now, though, we're still in the qualifier stage. We've still got players yet to play lobbies. So we will be back later on, 20 minutes from now. We'll see you then.
Take care.